Ladies and gentlemen, do y'all remember last week when JiDion got arrested at the McDonald's parking lot?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
We all know that he was in Michigan and he was assisting his friend Skeeter Jean. They were trying to track down Skeeter's uncle, Joe. They found him eventually at a McDonald's after several back and forths from the police station to their house to McDonald's. Eventually, they made it back to McDonald's and they found Joe. But by that time, the management at McDonald's had alerted law enforcement that they did not want JiDion or his film crew on the property any longer. And well, JiDion tried to finesse his way, or his camera crew rather, back into McDonald's to get footage of Joe.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And then, well, now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the body cam footage of JiDion getting arrested. Would you like to see it? You will in just a few moments. But fair use to Cold Blue Cam. The title of this video is famous YouTuber gets arrested. Famous YouTuber gets himself and all his crew arrested.
Enemy spotted.
We're going to get into this reaction, but before I do, if you have not done so already, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And to further contribute to the channel, hit the hype button down below to hype this video up in the algorithm, and hit the Cash App $Mr. Normie. So without further ado, let's get into the reaction.
The dispute begins around 10:49 a.m. on June 22nd, 2026, when a man named Joe contacts Woodhaven police officers from a local McDonald's in Michigan, claiming that his nephew and his friends are stalking him. His nephew is 30-year-old Kenneth Chambers, who runs the YouTube channel Skeeter Jean, which currently has around 2.5 million subscribers and is well known for doing sting operations. Joe tells the officers that Skeeter and his friends have been following him and filming him throughout the day. Over the past several months, Skeeter has amassed millions of views on his channel by posting videos about his uncle. But Skeeter and his friend and collaborator, 25-year-old JiDion Adams, a popular YouTuber best known for high-energy prank videos, social experiments, and comedic vlogs before transitioning into true crime content focused on exposing criminals through sting operations, have a reason for following Joe wherever he goes.
Yes, of course, we all know about Uncle Joe. All right, he's been squatting at Skeeter's grandma's house for several months. He has chronicled this on his YouTube channel. It is quite funny, hilarious. But during this particular incident, they were trying to, once again, run him out of the house, because I believe that following day or in a few days, he had to actually get legally evicted. But they want him out before that because they figured he would just skip out on the eviction once again. And so they were trying to essentially antagonize him into leaving on his own accord. Of course, that did not happen. But that was the genesis of this whole incident.
Past decade or so, he's been financially exploiting and abusing my grandmother, who is also his mother. And before that, he was doing the same thing to his grandmother, which is my great-grandmother.
Skeeter explains that despite repeated warnings from the family, his Uncle Joe refused to leave his grandmother's house and had been squatting there for months. So he decided,
I was gonna go over there and kick his ass myself. But then I thought, wait a minute, I have a YouTube channel and it's monetized, so I can just expose him on the internet and make some money off of him.
But according to Skeeter, when Joe still refused to vacate the home, he came up with a plan alongside JiDion to solve the problem once and for all. He moved JiDion into his grandmother's house, eventually forcing Joe to leave the property and end up at McDonald's. But
yes, Skeeter gave JiDion some type of written permission for him to stay there, so much so that he gave him a room in the house. Of course, they had no fart spray, and they had pyrotechnics and all kind of stuff to further annoy Joe should he come back to the residence that evening.
According to Joe, the harassment did not stop there. He claims Skeeter, JiDion, and their film crew continued following and filming him at the restaurant, ultimately provoking him to call the authorities. Joe goes on to describe how Skeeter and JiDion have been setting up speakers inside the house for a large party in an effort to upset him. Eventually, officers convinced Joe to stay somewhere else so Skeeter and his crew can no longer film him. But now, as officers accompany Joe back to the house to help him collect his belongings, they have no idea that the situation is only going to escalate from here.
Hello, officers. Oh, what's good, my man? Yeah. Okay. So, chat, we got a giant speaker here. Bro, the police are giving him a ride.
Because if Joe had came back to the place that night without JiDion getting arrested, they were going to have a big party with speakers and everything. And they also had the live chat connected to the speaker. So every time they did a super chat, people would send super chats in insulting Joe, and they would play that super chat or that donation on the speaker so Joe could hear people insulting him live.
I'm actually dead. Boo!
But one of the officers soon notices an orange sedan following them as they transport Joe to the Woodhaven Police Department, where a friend is supposed to pick him up. Shortly afterward, Skeeter and JiDion arrive at the station with a large group of people, demanding to speak with Joe. By then, Joe has already left for McDonald's again, and when the detective tells them that Joe is not at the station, JiDion mentions filing a missing persons report, arguing that officers had taken Joe away from the house.
Yeah, Joe went missing. You guys stole him. Where did they take him, JV? I might have JV like go make like missing people. You know Joe?
Yeah, I know.
We're trying to find him. He's hiding from us.
Yeah, he's not in here, I promise.
You promise?
Yes.
You pinky promise?
Yes.
You
Actually, I take pictures of him all the time.
pinky promise.
Yes, Joe's not in here.
I don't trust her. Is it cool if I check real quick just to make sure?
Yeah.
I can? I'm gonna just check real quick, okay?
It's around 3 p.m. now, over 4 hours since this situation first began, and as an officer arrives at the restaurant to speak with Joe again, he has no idea that Skeeter and JiDion are about to bring the storm right back to McDonald's.
So they kick him, and Joe leaves the house, goes to McDonald's. He goes to the police station. He comes back to the house and grabs his stuff. He goes back out again. And again, this is the second time they roll up to McDonald's. At some point between the first time and the second time, management has gotten in touch with law enforcement and said, we do not want these people back on our property. They are disturbing, the good folk here, just trying to get their bacon and eggs and their Big Macs and their French fries and the shakes, right? JiDion doesn't know this. So when police confront him, he's like, well, y'all can't trespass anybody. Y'all just law enforcement. Y'all work for the people. JiDion doesn't understand, or maybe he's being willfully ignorant, that he doesn't think that McDonald's actually called on him, which they absolutely did. They called the police and said, hey, we don't want this guy back on the property. And yeah.
Because like I said, those people come all the time, except this time there was 2 new groups. Mm-hmm. Okay, and they always come in, they start using the video, and they said, and then they don't want to leave. And then they did come back later. Yeah. The bald-headed guy, the one that starts the first round of video. Yep. So he came in, and I said, you can leave. He goes, no, we don't have cameras. I said, that's fine. I said, but you still need to go. And he goes, do you treat all customers like that? I said, only the ones that have videos and phone systems. So he sat outside. So then Joe was in and out. So he said, they are outside waiting for him. Mm-hmm. So I said, you need to stay in. I said, and then there won't be any confrontation. So they finally did leave. But they were in and out. Yeah. That other group, that Batman, whatever he was.
Yeah, they're at his house, and they're not doing anything illegal. It's just super annoying. They're trying to get him riled up so they get their YouTube views. We're just trying to find somewhere for Joe to go because they have access to the house. They're allowed to be there, and so is Joe, so we can't make somebody leave.
Now, again, if JiDion hadn't got himself arrested, they could have played this thing all the way out how they really wanted to. But because JiDion couldn't keep his mouth shut because he was getting all antsy with the cops. So you guys don't you guys have some crime to be fighting? You guys are wasting taxpayer money, blah, blah. JiDion, in this particular instance, you were wrong. They got called legitimately. They were doing their job. But you'll see how JiDion acts toward law enforcement here soon. Stereotypically, actually.
Shelters?
None really close to here, but he said that his buddy was trying to find somewhere and trying to keep Joe out of the spotlight. So,
He'll be out at their house.
Yeah. So, thank you so much for the help. I greatly appreciate it.
While Joe has stepped out to run an errand, the officer later learned from the restaurant manager that JiDion and his film crew had returned to the McDonald's multiple times looking for him. The manager told officers that despite being asked to leave and informed them that they could not record on McDonald's private property, they continued live streaming. The group is then seen returning to the police station once again, demanding to see Joe. Believing they may head back to the McDonald's in search of him, the officer returns to the restaurant to keep watch.
All right, we're going to go back and deal with them. Hopefully we can see what we can do about getting them out of there, but we'll see.
And soon, a large group arrives back at McDonald's. But this time, the officers are ready.
What's the problem?
McDonald's doesn't want you guys on the property, so you guys got to leave.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's does not want you on the property. You guys have to leave. You're gonna...
Who's you guys? Can you be more specific?
You.
So they said these people?
Him, yes. You guys cannot be on the property.
Hey,
or they're gonna arrest you.
Do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all want to go inside real quick?
You're going to be arrested for trespassing if you go in there.
Bro, you don't have any, no offense, officer, but do you genuinely have nothing better to do?
Do you have anything better to do?
Officer, you're actually supposed to protect and serve.
All right, get off the property. You guys are going to be arrested for trespassing.
Okay, we'll leave the property, but I'm just trying to figure out, do you have anything better to do?
Now, in my opinion, this is JiDion's arrogance showing here. Now, while he might be familiar with all the things and the laws and whatever that has to do with prey catching, I don't think he knows the law in a general sense, right? Because this is stuff that people in general stereotypically do when they get confronted and they're being adversarial because the cops are asking them to do something that they don't want to do. Don't you have something better to do? Don't you know the law? Like, what are you doing here? Blah, blah. You're questioning law enforcement when really you are in the wrong the entire time, but you're pushing back on law enforcement because, well, you're antagonizing them because they're holding your feet to the fire. Jenny, they called on you. Now you're getting bad. You're getting mouthy with law enforcement. Don't you have something better to do? No, don't you got a better way to spend taxpayer dollars and blah, blah? Okay.
But this is like a...
Yeah, they told you earlier that they don't want you guys on the property, so you guys got to leave.
Because you've been camping out there for like 20 minutes wasting taxpayer dollars.
I'm there for about 5. You guys need to...
The nerve of JiDion, or you're being wasting taxpayer dollars. Okay. Again, just because you're a prey catcher and you might know laws regarding that particular realm of, law and criminality doesn't mean you know the law in general, okay? And just because you make a lot of money, which he's going to make it very plain, he's a millionaire, he's a multimillionaire, right? When you're wrong, you're wrong. Again, Diddy's in jail. There's a lot of multimillionaires around there serving. Look at R. Kelly. Look at Harvey Weinstein. Look at a bunch of other millionaires that's doing time in prison right now. Because as much money they had, they were still guilty.
It's crazy how you don't arrest a squatter. That's crazy. Hey, let's just stand on the sidewalk.
With the warning.
Oh, by the way, they can't arrest squatters just because you say they're squatting. There is a legal process. I know y'all don't like it. I don't like it either that squatters somehow have rights. Okay, they're squatters. You took somebody's house against their will, essentially, right? Whether it's physically or whatever, however. I know you don't like it, but that's the way it is. You have to play within the left and right limits of the law, JiDion and Skeeter. So you saying, well, you can't arrest squatters. They can arrest them once the legal process is complete.
Has little effect. Soon JiDion is seen standing on the sidewalk yelling, creating a disturbance, and stopping vehicles attempting to enter McDonald's to pay.
Because again, unfortunately, squatting is not a criminal matter, it's a civil matter. Unfortunately, it should be criminal because of just the nature of it itself. But yeah, that's the law.
The business. At the same time, officers noticed 2 members of the film crew attempting to enter the restaurant with their cameras, prompting them to make their move.
Let's see if there's some McJoes in there. Chat, man, is this what you want your tax dollars to go to? Cops camping out at a McDonald's to protect a squatter. He's in there? Really? Should we give them the camera? Yo, do me a favor. Be very careful. Just wear this. There's a backpack. You didn't trespass him, so shut the f up! Bro, you haven't been trespassed.
What am I...
Just walk inside.
Just to get on my video?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But make sure y'all stick together.
Is that backpack like 30 grand?
Yeah. They have not. Yeah, hold up. Well,
again, you didn't think he knows law. Well, you guys have been trespassed, but they're helping you do something that you've been prohibited from doing. So there are accomplices in you breaking the law at this point. You're trying to go around the system by saying, well, why don't you guys go in there with my film equipment and film Joe instead of me going in there? Well, they told you not to go in there. And by extension, with them using your equipment and all this other kind of stuff, they're actually aiding and abetting you in committing, whatever, going against the police, which makes them accomplices in your BS.
Hey, actually, come back. Bro, they're really...
see now.
Officer, what are you doing? Officer, never trespass them. You can't trespass somebody.
Total dispatch. We're gonna have one detained at this point.
Officer, you cannot trespass somebody.
Copy, one detained. Is he going too, Mitchell?
Here, give me my backpack, my man.
I guess. Put your stuff down.
Officer, you can't trespass somebody.
You're in arrest.
Here, record this on your phone.
That's serious, bro.
Wait, can I hold your guys' property?
Go another one.
Anything on you?
Officer, why are you?
Just your phone.
Officer, where they trespass? This isn't gonna stick.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
Officer,
And these kids, they know their parents gonna come get them out.
Reach peace, stalking.
These kids don't care because they just want to be seen with JiDion anyway, so they're not taking it serious. And they're probably like 15, 16 years old, so they're just happy to be with JiDion. So, and I get it. They're not going to get a lot of time because the court's going to see that they're going to say that they was manipulated by JiDion to do this anyway because of his popularity, clout, whatever you want to call it. So they're going to slap on the wrist. But JiDion still paid their legal fees and gave them lawyers for the children or the teenagers that got arrested. He paid for their legal fees, so that was the right thing to do.
Bro, this is the made I've never seen in my life.
See.
Yeah, I got you.
They never even went on the property. How are you going to trespass one that never went on the property?
Need more units.
This is a violation of rights. This is a violation. You cannot arrest somebody that never went inside and was never trespassed.
Be quiet, JiDion.
They are arrested children
There's still
that never
time
went
to
inside
walk
of
away.
McDonald's. Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped, you dumbasses.
Okay.
Call the DA and see how fast.
The arrogance once again. Now he's calling the cops dumbasses.
Enemy spotted.
Now he's saying, "Oh well, the DA and you can't. They weren't trespassing. How you gonna know this is?" Now you because you know the law, because you done some prayer catches and you know you maybe talked to the DA that you feel like you got them in your pocket now. This is all gonna get thrown out. You know this is gonna be turned over so fast it's gonna make your head spin. You sound like one. I don't want to be racist in this, but you sound like some rich privileged white person that knows the cops. Well, don't you know who I am? Type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, come on, JiDion.
That shit gets dropped.
these three?
Watch. Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped.
He's yelling, so he's being disorderly. Everybody's looking.
Well, they think, yeah, we got in charge of
This is absolutely.
What are your arrest for? Disorderly person. You're yelling,
Disorderly. You're under arrest for being disorderly.
Freedom of speech. You can yell on the sidewalk.
You're causing a scene.
On the sidewalk.
Yep.
So you can't yell? Officer.
Anything I need to know about?
Officer. How fast do you think this is going to get dropped? Do you really think this charge is going to
Here we go.
Do you guys really think this is going to stick? Do you want to waste your DA's time? I am
No,
a
it's the DA's
multi-millionaire.
time.
I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
See there?
Officer,
Look at the threats. I'm a multi-millionaire. I can take this as far as they want. They're doing their job. They're going to arrest you. They're going to put you in jail. They're going to write the report. And whatever happens after that, do you think they really care? You're really just antagonizing them at this point. You're making them mad, which they can just throw more charges on you. Which, yeah, of course, some of them will get, tossed. But you're being a nuisance right now. And you're being annoying. And you're being very entitled and arrogant.
officer, you will be in a deposition and you will be arrested. This is...
He'll be arrested.
No!
Are you
Call
serious,
Jake
bro?
and have him get my lawyer. Call Jake and get my lawyer. Is this really the route you want to go, officer?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to waste taxpayer dollars?
Yep.
Officer, can I ask you a question?
No.
Can I please?
Sit.
Do you really want to abuse me,
Sit.
officer?
Now he's trying to bait him. Do you want to abuse me, officer? Like he's gonna put hands on him. Do you really want to do this? Like he's like the president of the United States or something. You know what I mean? Like, what is this? He really doesn't think he's wrong. That's why he's saying all this.
I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
Officer, I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
How are you going to arrest somebody that never even went on the property?
You're under arrest for being disorderly, not for being on the property. Put your foot
Officer, I can't fit.
in. No, then you're
Officer,
going to sneak
I
over.
won't run. I'm not going to do anything.
That's
Can you
good.
just take
Go.
off the
Go
head?
that way.
Can you put them in the front at least?
No.
Officer, I can't scoop. You're trying to push me, but I can't scoop.
I've had bigger people in the car.
Officer,
Turn
you're
sideways
actually
and
hurting me.
scoop.
Officer, please.
Turn sideways and scoop.
Officer, I can't move.
Let's go.
I'm too big.
Put your foot that way. Let's
Officer,
go.
I can't. I'm not trying to be. I'm
too
I'm
big.
not resistant, officer. I promise
Let's
you.
go.
It is literally my body autonomy. I cannot move. Can you just put my handcuffs in the front?
No.
And it'll make it so much easier.
Turn your body.
You have to turn and scoop
You're
that
not-
way.
You guys consulted with the DA?
JiDion, you're not in a position to negotiate, sir. Okay, I mean, just do your best to fit in there, please, sir.
We don't have a DA.
You don't have a district attorney?
No.
You have a state attorney. You
There's
can
no
go.
district attorneys down here.
What about state attorney?
Go. Put your feet in. Let's go.
Officer, I'm telling you, I can't move.
Scoop that way.
Now.
There you go.
Clink, 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 clink.
Bro, you pushing me is not going to do anything. Bro, officer, you're actually hurting me.
Come on.
Officer, I'm not. I can't
Scoop.
move.
Yes, you
You need
can.
stick
Okay,
time.
can I step out and then slide in?
Yeah, step
Stick
outside.
time.
Bro, Jay, bro.
Set your butt in first.
I sat inside.
Set your-
Yo, call Jake and get my lawyer.
Hey, get him.
Officer, why you guys...
Slide your butt back.
Slide. There you go.
Anybody making the scene can slow down. We're secure.
But even after being placed under arrest, JiDion remains confident that the officers have only created bigger problems for themselves, as some of them try to make sense of the situation.
Breach of peace covers it all, so.
Where are your car keys at?
Right in my pocket, sir.
Pocket.
This one here.
Where's your car at?
It's the black one right there.
That Black Fusion?
Yes, sir.
We'll take lines for a Black Fusion.
You towing it?
Yep.
So are they all trespassing this property or what?
Oh, they're towing the car.
Breach of peace if they don't want to leave, so.
They towing the car.
I don't know
Dang.
who's all trespassing here. I didn't catch all that from earlier, so. Hey, have you ever read our breach of peace ordinance? Yeah, it covers everything. I'm good with the breach of peace. It's stalking. I mean, you got a whole bunch. I mean, dude, they are stalking this dude. Like, there's got to be some kind of resolution to it. So we got 4? We got 4 right now. This is absurd, dude. Is he arresting him too?
Oh, get out and get off the property now.
Yes, sir. I was not a part of this.
Then you better walk away quickly.
Yes, sir. I was just in the car. I'll leave.
Ooh-wee. They're not playing no games.
Now you're impeding traffic. Downtown unit, can you light this black SUV up right here for us? Good, he's pulling up and stopping him for us.
They towing cars. They tell people to get the hell out of here.
We were just trying to pick our friend up.
Okay, we can't stop in the middle of the road.
Okay.
Skeeter.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to keep traffic. I have my insurance on my phone. It's not,
Is it the same, same policy?
Same policy. That's not correct.
Okay. I'll be honest, it's kind of a gaggle mess going on in here right now, so.
I know what's going on.
Okay, well, he'll eventually move.
Do all 3 stalking and breach of peace.
We're dealing with this all day long.
Talking to breach of peace.
The guy's harassing somebody over there. It's been like an ongoing, like, years issue. They're like harassing this dude, stalking this dude. Then it kind of all compiled today. Now it's just turned into this. So, and then he decided to stop.
Well, again, the cops are getting tired of all the foolishness. So they say, you know what? We told you not to come back. You try to finesse. Now we're going to freaking arrest you. Everybody's with you. If they have vehicles that are getting towed and anybody's with you, we're going to probably document them so they also can't come back. So Skeeter, everybody else. Well, Skeeter still did his stream later on that evening after JiDion got arrested. But, yeah, man, it is...
In the middle of the road where you saw him to pick somebody up, but
Need anybody anywhere? Are we good?
We should be good right now. I think everybody pretty much got off the property and left. This guy's over here filming, but yeah, there's probably about 30 other people. So long story short is this guy lives on here getting evicted. His nephew, if this car's got a Tennessee plate, that's one of the cars. Yeah. His nephew is throwing you see him with the party hats and stuff on a eviction party for the uncle. They'll have access to the house. They went in there with big speakers and they just put them for YouTube videos. So they've been chasing him up to the McDonald's for his YouTube videos. And McDonald's kicked him out earlier. They keep coming back while he's here. They keep kicking him out. And now they're sending more people up in here. So yeah, that's the one that was following me out. When I was taking him to the station the first time, they're the ones that were following me. And I think 2 more just walked in here. If you guys aren't getting food, get out.
No, we are. You saying what? We're just for food. Yeah, I was just asking.
Get your food or get out.
Are you guys involved in all this stuff too?
We were earlier. We were staying at the house, and then we just pulled up in here to get a drink. We were out. We haven't been here the whole time. Like, yeah, we just pulled up. Yeah, we just came back.
Okay, well, if you guys are involved, I suggest you leave.
Okay,
and probably not.
We're trying to leave.
Well, you're gonna have to be stuck here for a little bit now, unless you can squeeze by that. But I suggest you don't get involved anymore.
How many? Why so many people? Just random
YouTube followers.
Nah, YouTube followers. Yep.
I don't understand all this, dude. Like over nothing. Like something so stupid over some like YouTube views.
If we don't get the ringleader of this, I'll probably just mail him a stalking ticket.
That's fine. I think it's him. In the Audi. That's the Skeeter guy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we start.
I'm just waiting for Lions to get this car out of here.
I can roll with when you guys hope. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Skeeter.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever.
He's one of those guys that he goes on tries to catch like predators on YouTube. So he's got this following of young kids that think it's super cool, and he with his uncle. He's got all these videos of him with his uncle, and it's his uncle that's in there. Get off the property or you're going to jail too. Start walking.
Understood.
Start walking.
With the personal property?
They had it. It's their property. Start walking. Go. Yep. Go.
Get
Start
out.
Walking.
Go.
Shouldn't have gave it to them. They're all still out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with him for a little bit. I don't know if they should. Oh, what about Skeeter? Where did he go?
I have no idea where he went. The ones that came up on the property.
Did you ticket him?
I think you got a ticket. I don't know. The ones that came up on the property and were causing disturbance on the property are the ones that went to jail.
Now, Skeeter goes back to the house because he didn't get arrested. He got out by there. Joe eventually will go back, and I guess they're going to antagonize him later on in another stream.
I don't even know honestly who we have. We got quite a few. So,
all right, thank you.
Yep. If they come back into
about this black guy over here? He was at the house.
Well,
and the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, I gotcha. So
he was at the house.
The problem was that they were here, and the ones that were causing an issue here is who went with us right now because they could have been at the house. They're allowed at the house because someone that has authority at the house is at the house. So the ones that were causing an issue here that weren't supposed to be on the property. But if Skeeter comes back and he starts bugging me, call us and we'll take him too.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because they were told not to come on the property here, and they were on the property and they're causing disturbance.
You're allowed to come on my property. Right.
See, now some of the live streamers are calling the McDonald's and they're harassing the manager for getting JiDion arrested.
Yeah, just unplug it, ignore them. That's what they want is you just answer and get annoyed. They just want to make you mad. So if you just unplug it and they don't have the chance. All right, so.
How many did you arrest?
I'm not sure, quite a few. I have 3 sets of handcuffs and I use all my handcuffs, so I don't know.
Hanging out.
Yeah, they're on public property, so we can't do anything about them hanging out there, so I would go hide back in there.
With all of the arrested parties on their way to the station, the restaurant manager and Joe both provide written statements about the incident. But back inside the squad car, JiDion remains convinced that he has done nothing wrong.
Yes, sir. I guess. You're for breach of peace is what it sounds like, all right? Breach of peace.
Even though I was on a public easement.
You still talking that I was on a public property.
What is the officer's name that arrested me?
You'll get all that when we get back to the station.
Okay. I just want you guys to know that once this case gets dropped, I am going to get a constitutional rights lawyer, and I'm going to go after you guys' qualified immunity.
Look at
you
that.
guys will be in a deposition. You will have to answer for that because the DA is not going to take this case. It's going to get dropped. And when it gets dismissed, I am going for your qualified immunity. And I'm guessing this is a misdemeanor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what crime is yelling on the sidewalk? What does that do?
We'll discuss when we get in, all right? I'm not going to try to have a conversation between this.
Okay.
Between this barrier.
Constitutional rights violated. I didn't know Woodhaven like violating constitutional rights.
Look at this guy.
Call my... Yeah. Give me a lawyer ASAP.
Wow.
Tell him to give me a lawyer ASAP. No, he's not going to let down the window. It's fine. Just stay right there. I don't want them to get you. They arrested me on breach of peace.
Can you
tell them to call Jake? Okay.
Okay, can you move so I can see? No, I just want to be able to see so I don't get into a crash.
Wait, record?
Oh my gosh, JiDion, come on, bro. JiDion just won't leave this man. He really thinks he's right in this thing. He really thinks he didn't break no laws. He wasn't trespassing. He wasn't doing nothing wrong here. And now he's talking about I'm gonna basically get this guy fired and get his immunity taken and blah, I'm being in a deposition. Like this is some type of mass conspiracy now, huh?
Hey, you got a second? My detective's asking if you fill out a written statement of today of what they've done to you.
Okay.
Are you able to do that for me?
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it. They've been following you around all day.
Yeah, and they drive around. They're driving around a U-Haul truck. I don't know. I think they're back at the house because I've seen them go that way.
Okay.
They set up music equipment and speakers upstairs.
Yeah, I was there for that earlier today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. What happened to Skeeter? Did you guys give him a ticket? You guys were talking to him over here in an SUV.
No, I just gave him a ticket.
You gave him a ticket?
Yeah.
For what?
Impeding traffic for stopping in the middle of the road. That's the only thing I could have charged him with was impeding traffic. But we arrested 4 altogether, so yeah.
Now they were setting up speakers. What they start blasting loud music? You guys might be back there.
Probably.
So do you guys think these charges are going to stick? Do you genuinely think these charges are going to stick?
Sir, we'll have a conversation back here, okay?
Listen, man. Here, you seem like a nice guy. Was that guy who was doing all that, was he your boss?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm the junior person, sir.
Yeah. Just let him know, hey, man. I want his qualified immunity.
I am the junior person here.
I want his qualified immunity.
1363.
I know my constitutional rights. I know my rights.
Here, if you want to get back to your vehicle.
Officer, how can someone be trespassed that never even went inside? What sense does that make? So you unlawfully arrested those other people, and then with me, I'm on the sidewalk, voicing my displeasure with this police department.
Now you're trying to use big words and shit.
Retaliation arrest me as well. Is there a body cam?
Yes, sir. It's on. It's recording right now.
All this to protect. Hey, you know when I get out, we're just going right back to the house. You know that, right? So you guys aren't accomplishing anything. You're wasting taxpayer dollars. I'd appreciate if you get my glasses. I can't see without my glasses.
Yeah, where are they?
They fell in there.
Yeah, I'll grab them.
It was not on my bingo card to file a civil rights lawsuit.
I get it. I get it.
A civil rights lawsuit. Wow. Big talk there, Jimmy.
What's your man? Don't worry, I'll pay for your bond. It's not gonna sit.
You guys can just come up to this counter.
Get us with the best civil rights attorney.
Nope, right there's good for me. Stay right there for 1 second.
Ultimately, JiDion Adams was charged with misdemeanor stalking and breach of peace. The other 3 crew members were each charged with 1 count of breach of peace as well. A judge set JiDion's bond at $10,000, which he posted to secure his release. The other 3 crew members also posted personal bonds. While JiDion was in jail, his and Skeeter's fans made hundreds of calls to the Woodhaven Police Department and Downriver Dispatch. Some callers reported fictitious crimes, including a false homicide, while others flooded the Woodhaven Police Department's Facebook page with messages. And upon his release, JiDion launched a campaign called Free JiDion, claiming it would prove his innocence and what he believed was the bias officers had shown in favor of Joe. Skeeter, on the other hand, still wants Joe out of his grandmother's house. JiDion's pretrial hearing is scheduled for July 13, 2026, where his defense attorney will begin addressing the stalking and breach of peace charges. If convicted, he could face up to 93 days in jail for breaching the peace and up to 1 year in jail or a $1,000 fine for stalking.
Now, I covered the trial. Check my catalog out. I did that video last week with the trial proceedings and everything. But y'all see right here, right? JiDion gets arrested. He's arrogant, talking mad shit, which he was really in the wrong. He posted bail. He also posted bail for the young teenagers that were there. And yeah, he won't be able to go back to that McDonald's. I don't think Skeeter will either. And the Uncle Joe saga continues. With that all being said, thank you for attending another episode of the Armchair Anchorman. I'm just a normie here in front of a webcam, sitting here in my computer chair to give you the latest and greatest. Let me know what you think about all this body cam footage. This wonderful, beautiful bean body cam footage down in the comment section. Please, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell. We're out of the door, and I'll see you on the next video.